Hi guys.
Hi there.
We are here today to do a comparison video.
Yes, we have two eyeshadow palettes. They're very, very similar. One of them is very expensive.
One of them is fairly inexpensive.
Yes.
Yes. We have two crazy colored eyeshadow palettes. And I'm going to show Jessica's and Jessica's going to show mine. I'm wearing Jessica's palette today.
I'm wearing Sarah's palette today.
And they are the Urban Decay Electric palette.
And the Morphe 12P palette.
Yes. And these are the colors that are in the electric palette right here. Absolutely insanely beautiful colors. Can y'all see those? Like crazy, super pigmented, just bright ass colors.
And this is the Morphe 12P palette. Also
Yes.
crazy, super bright colors. Like, this is the kind of palette that speaks to my soul.
Yes.
The electric palette speaks to my soul.
Yes.
I love them both.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into just the basics of the palettes. The electric palette has 10 shades in it. How much was it, Jess?
$49.
$49, so 50 bucks. There are a bunch of shimmers. There's only a couple mattes in here, I think. Is there one matte? The pink, I think, is the only matte shade in here.
I think the blue is matte, but it's gotten some.
There's a little bit of fallout into
Yeah,
it. So there's
yeah.
2 matte shades, 8 shimmery or kind of sparkly shades, satiny shades. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
This palette is all matte.
All matte.
All matte, bright, beautiful shades.
Yes.
This has 12. That's why it's called the 12P. They tend to label their stuff.
By the number of pans.
Yes. And
The biggest plus, I think, for this one, though, is the fact that it has a black and a white.
yes, actually that is pretty cool. I used that black today.
This
on the
doesn't
eyeballs.
have any sort of, like, I don't know, I want to say they're, like, base colors, like a black or a white.
Yeah.
In there. So, yesterday, I used the Morphe palette, and Jessica used the electric.
And then we swapped today,
Yes.
just so we could kind of see, like, get, you know, a feel for, are these comparable? They're very similar with their brightness, but
Yes.
are they comparable?
Yes. And after yesterday, wearing my Morphe palette all day, and Jessica wearing the electric palette all day, we determined that on our individual eyes, they lasted damn near the same amount of time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We checked at about, what, 9 o'clock at night last night?
So we had been wearing them for about 10 hours, and the brightness was still there. I looked at Jessica's eyes. Her eyes were still bright and beautiful. And she checked out my eyes, and the pigmentation, the color was all still there.
Yes.
So today, in the electric palette, I'm gonna take that damn brush out.
Keeps flopping.
I used the pink shade right here, which is called Savage. I used that to kind of brighten up my crease. I did use an orange from another palette. And then I used this on the outer half of my lid, which is Urban. And then I used Jilted on the inner half of my lid just to kind of create a little bit more of a gradient.
It looks pretty. I like it.
I like it too.
I
I'm
think she
pretty
looks pretty.
I love purple eyeshadows.
They're just them.
They're just amazing.
Okay, and in the Morphe palette today, honestly, this is not going to come as any kind of surprise to anyone. I was drawn to this right here, this little row right here, and then of course that yellow, which I do have all over my lid. This orange is on the outer half of my lid. The red and the pink I've put into the crease. I did pull from another palette because with these bright shades, you do need to have something to supplement them. Something
Like a transition shade, like a normal transition shade. Creams, tans, something along those lines.
And then I put this on the outer part of my lid just to kind of deepen it up and kind of tone down a bit of that crazy brightness because it was just rainbows on my eyes. And while I don't mind that so much, I do have errands to run today and I don't want to be looked at like I'm a total crazy person with just rainbow eyeballs.
Yes. So, thoughts on the palettes. After using both the Morphe and the electric palette for the last 2 days, I say you can never go wrong with an Urban Decay palette.
That is very true.
This is beautiful. It is pigmented. I'll swatch the 2 that I have on my eyes right now. I mean, really? That's gorgeous. The color, the pigmentation is absolutely amazing. These things damn near stain your eyeballs.
Oh, they do.
That color does not go anywhere.
Okay, and I will swatch a couple of the shades that I used today just to kind of give you an example.
Insane.
This is insane pigmentation, but I think it's also worth noting that these are eyeshadows. These are eyeshadows.
These
Those
are pressed
pigments. So that's probably where the staining comes from.
Yeah.
Because they don't go away when you use them.
Correct.
Do we think that you need one over the other. Ooh, look at that. I mean,
Hey.
hey, so pretty. I would say if you are interested in getting like a crazy colored eyeshadow palette
Yes.
and you don't have $50 to spend on an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, this Morphe one is amazing.
Those are selling right now. When I bought it, it was $14.99
Yes.
on the Morphe Brushes website. So for 12 shadows, $14.99, that's not a bad deal.
Yes.
That's a really good deal, and that pigmentation is absolutely insane. Now, like she said, you don't necessarily need both. After testing out the electric palette for a little while, I might be running out to go buy it. I don't necessarily need to have both, but I kind of want to. You can't go wrong with either palette, and if you're crazy makeup junkies like us, you probably want both. Because this one's got the shimmeriness in it and the sparkles and, you know, but that one also, the Morphe palette also has the balancing colors of the white and the black.
Yes.
So
you can get a similar look from both of them.
yes.
And I just want to say, if you are not fortunate enough like me, because this was actually a gift from my dog here, she sometimes buys me fancy makeup
I do.
I say bribe, she says to thank, because I'm the video.
She does all the editing.
I
on
do
our
all the
videos.
editing on the videos.
I'm useless.
And she doesn't. It's very complicated.
I don't know how to do it.
She doesn't know how to do it, and I know how to do it, and so I do it. And I say she's bribing me to keep me going, but she bought this one for me, and honestly, I would say this is definitely worth the money. Absolutely, because of the quality that you get out of it, the blendability you get out of it. But considering this palette comes with 2 additional eyeshadows, I happen to be partial to all matte palettes. I would say if given the choice between the 2, I'd pick this one. I honestly would. I would pick the Morphe palette because, like, again, hello, look at that pigmentation. This is amazing.
They're both amazing.
Yes.
So make your choice. Let us know which one you think would be a better fit for you, or if you're gonna run out and grab both, because here in a little bit I'll probably have both, and makeup junkies unite. We need to spend the money on all the makeup.
I need to get this.
So we're both gonna have both of them because we're crazy makeup people. But let us know if you guys run out and pick one of these up, which one you grab. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little comparison video.
If you did, please give us a thumbs up.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. It's down there. You'll see it. And we will see you guys very soon in our next video.
In the next video, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.